Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. My name is Wulfon and this is Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Now, the audio is on mute because of the theme song. I don't want the copyright thingy on YouTube to catch it. But this is quite possibly the first ever NES game, or no, well, the first ever video game I've finished. I'm not sure, I don't remember. There's three choices for that. Either it's this, DuckTales 1, or Commander Keen 1. One of those three. I've had this game since I was probably around 7 years old. Although this is not played on NES, actually. This is played on PC through the Disney Afternoon Collection. I really wanted to play this on an original NES because I think I'm pretty sure I still have this game, but it's not here, so I think it must be in storage somewhere else. But yeah, this is one of my childhood favorite games. I love this game even now, it's so good. So, we are gonna start and the theme song is gonna play all the way until we're in the first stage. So, I'm gonna keep the output audio on mute until then, because there's a little bit of text I don't wanna skip. So we have two choices here, Chip or Dale. We'll pick up Dale. Choose Dale, I mean, because of course we do. I like Dale more. And over the years, I've played through this game so many times, yet I probably never read the story. As a kid, of course, there's the language barrier, although I started learning English at a very young age, second grade actually. So I would have been, what, 8, 9, something like that. I believe this follows fairly well, not follows, but stuff in this game is stuff you'd see in the cartoon show, which unfortunately I haven't seen that much. I was a huge kid on well, what you'd call Saturday morning cartoons, and now we can unmute the output. But for some reason I never watched this. I don't know if it never showed or if there was something else I wanted to watch. Probably Pokemon or I don't know, Biker Mice from Mars. Or DuckTales. Or oh yeah, probably I don't know when this aired. Probably earlier, because I was gonna say that most likely I would be watching the 94 Spider-Man cartoon, but yeah, that was 90... I was actually way too young then. I must have watched some of the reruns of that show, I guess around 98 or whatever. But yeah, this is a very fun platformer game where the goal is to, well, reach the end of the level, but your attack method includes picking up boxes and throwing them at enemies, and I don't know, I always thought that was fun. Here's Zipper. Also, I don't know the English version, like the English names, or I'm not entirely familiar with them because like many shows, it was dubbed where I live, so I of course watched that. But yeah, this I've played this game so many times. It's been quite a while since I've last played it. Probably 4 years at least. So I don't 100% remember it like off the top of my head, but things will come back as we go along. I intend to try, this will be sort of a special release, I don't know. Maybe I should actually upload this on a Saturday morning to fit the theme of Saturday morning cartoons. So this will be a completely bonus episode. I will upload it along the side of my normal uploads. Now I picked up an acorn which healed me. Here's Monty. And our first boss, and this is actually one of the first few shows I remember seeing. Like, I don't fully remember other than I remember this machine. And I don't know if the machine actually has a name. I always called it like a brush arm machine or brush hand machine. Oh, I was too late. There was a one up under that box. I was slightly too slow because I fumbled picking up one box. Oh, I really haven't. I really haven't read the story in this game because I didn't know. Like, Fat Cat just comes like out and says that yeah, Gadget is now mine, and I didn't know about that. Someone's cat getting lost or something weird like that. But yeah, I intend to beat this in one sitting. Hopefully it shouldn't take me that long. Even though I am a little rusty. Also, I will be playing through all of the stages. There aren't that many. From like A to J. All the while my cat Loki is being once again very vocal this morning. For it is indeed a morning when I record this. So if you can hear meowing in the background, that's him once again. But yeah, this was like, as a kid, I did not play through all of the stages, and this was like a mystery, like a sort of a weird mystery stage to me, because I always, instead of doing the A route, actually you can grab this ball, whatever it is, to speed up the... But yeah, I never did this stage. I always went from the beginning stage to a B, which we'll be doing... Should we do this in like alphabetical order? Yes. Oh! She actually gives you hints in how to clear the stages. Wow. Cool. But yeah, I always came to this stage, stage B. Also that flashing acorn fully heals you. I believe the regular acorn heals you for 1 heart, and the flashing one heals you for 2 hearts. And these flower icons I pick up, they're basically just to build up a 1-up. And I believe it's 50 flowers for 1-up to show. But yeah, I always went to this stage, this bar stage. I like, I still kind of like this stage. Yeah, I find it fascinating how, like, you have common household, well, not household, but you know what I mean, like common items that seem giant because you're small. Oh, there's the one-up. If you press select, and I hope this is the select here, yeah, you can see I have F 103, which would be the flowers, S are the stars, and P are my one-ups, lives. Now, I believe that flying star, flashing flying star is always a one-up. And 50 flowers is... oh, is it 100 flowers? It might be 100 flowers. Is a one-up, and I believe stars it's like 15 or 25, and that's a one-up. Here's a flashing acorn, full heal. Like, as a kid, this part was really tough for me, like these small jumps, even though they're not that, like... this game has very tight controls. Now, this is actually interesting, this pea bottle, ink bottle I actually just picked up. I still don't fully understand what it does. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that I think it's like a power ink type of deal. I always thought it was an ink bottle. Maybe it's just an energy drink. But basically, if you pick up a heavy item like that tomato, you see how Dale is sweating. Normally, you can't jump high like normal height when carrying one, so jumping on with that is super difficult. Which probably also made that kitchen sequence with the pots more difficult, because I probably just tried to jump through with the tomato. In fact, I'm sure I did. But yeah, if you have that pea drink stuff, you can jump normally with it. Oh, that's actually very good information. But we're not going to D yet, we go to C. This is another stage I never beat as a kid. I saw this like once and went, whoa, what is this? This seemed so difficult to me. But we played this game, the whole family, well, mostly me and my dad actually. And I believe my dad used to do this stage. So I mainly saw this stage when someone else, mainly my dad, played it. And like most of the time I didn't even see this, and I was like, whoa, what is this? It looks so weird. This is like I don't know, I always thought this is a library, but is it more like a post office or something? I don't know, with those parcel looking things. Maybe it is a library. Maybe there's an explanation if you watched the show or read the manual. Which I have neither. Okay, these... Kangaroos are your like first enemy which take 2 hits to kill. Or defeat, because no one dies in Nintendo games. They always get stunned or something. Oh, hello, star. 1-up star, nice, okay. Oh, okay, maybe I should try to pick this up. Yep. Okay, and that bird's gonna drop the bomb. So we'll use that there. And there's Zipper, which is basically invincibility and also like a homing attack to take care of enemies in one hit. But yeah, for the longest time I didn't know what that pea bottle does. I always called it an ink bottle or pea bottle. And also this stage doesn't. This is one of the few stages in the game that doesn't have a boss at the end. And like I didn't figure out what it does. Like at some point I thought it gives you like a 1-up if you spell a word or their name, but then turns out that if that was the case, then this would be Chip and Dalp's rescue rangers. So that can't be it. Okay, you're just repeating your instruction about Zone D. Fair enough. This is a fascinating stage. I always liked this as a kid. Maybe because this is sort of like a toy store, toy factory kind of deal. And I really like the music here. It's not my favorite piece of music, but it's one of the best. And unfortunately, like, I keep talking over it, so you can't enjoy the music. Oh, and by the way, you can, if you carry a box and press down, you can hide under it, and it protects you from, I believe, most attacks. But yeah, there's also another thing. This is the upper route is, I think, a little easier. Mainly because you have much more space to jump here. You don't bonk your head on the boxes or anything. What was I saying? I don't know. These you only stun. And just pick one here, like so. And yeah, there we go. Now, here you want to choose, because there's these rabbits like, I don't know, making... I always thought they just were like dusting of carpets, which then just shot out more carpets, but I believe there's like a long carpet stretched over the floor and they're just making waves with it, so it arcs and hits you for some reason. But yeah, you want to stay on this, the second mode, like row from top, because you avoid all these roosters enemies. And here's the thing where Gadget told you you have to throw boxes at switches to stop the iron bolts from falling. That's actually already off, so you want to avoid it entirely. And here you activate the switch, which activates the iron bolts, and then you throw a box at it. And wait until the clown disappears. These start exploding. I thought this was scary as a kid. Oh dear. So walk under that. Oh, sometimes you can walk under that. I don't know why I didn't just stun him. And here, just walk under once again. And I don't think these have anything. Maybe the last box has an acorn inside. No. Okay, that's fine. Do that. Do that. But yeah, I really liked the enemy. I thought the enemy was cool as a kid. If you know this game, you probably know why I thought that, because young boys, but you know. Okay. But it's like, look at that! It's a robot, how cool! And also all these... Like, well, I thought this was like... Okay, I keep missing the lights, I keep throwing it too high. Sometimes I think you can hit it twice. Oh, come on. I don't even know what he's supposed to throw, like... candies or something? I really don't know. Small beads? Okay. But that boss is so cool, I love that. Okay, I missed the 1-up, I stumbled across the boxes. Oh, so Gadget left the boat. Yeah, Zone F is difficult. Also, I never went to Zone E. That's another stage I thought like, oh well, you have to do F anyway to progress, so why go to E? But we'll do E as well. And this is also like one of those weird and scary stages as a kid, like, whoa, I never saw this. And it's scary because, again, if you know the stage, the last boss scared me as a kid. It's like, whoa. I thought it was very difficult. Also, the log in this stage serves much the same as the tomato. But yeah, there's all these bugs hiding in bushes or beetles, and like, well, I'm scared of bugs. So that hasn't changed, I suppose. But like, the final boss to me, it was very difficult, mostly because I was actually scared of it. It's goofy, you'll see, but like, as a 7-year-old, man, that was scary. Or should I say, as a 7-year-old with a wild imagination. Playing this game brings such good memories. Silly memories too. Okay, I keep missing those. Just take this. And you can crouch and throw boxes. Do that. There's probably something in there, but I don't care. Let's actually try to... Okay, let's not get that. Unless we can catch it with the boat. Which we can't, because you can't ride the boat while... Oh, you can't jump. Okay, well, never mind. Now? Oh, cool. Okay, and this I kinda... Even though this stage was scary, I always liked digging through this rock with the hammer. I actually spent extra time to just remove all the blocks. Even though it's completely pointless, but I did it because it was fun. And I also thought this was cool that you can actually use the hammer to smash enemies. And this is another part which was kinda scary and difficult as a kid. These guys. And that's... Well, okay, I fumbled that, so never mind, I'm not taking those. Ow! Anything under these? Yeah, those are endlessly spawning. Thanks, NES, even though this isn't on NES. Another one up. It's boss time. And... oh, I went... Just look at that thing. I thought that was... It's just... With those... Oh, I died. I got myself in the corner, but it's shooting so many lightnings. And I took a hit again. Wow. Am I gonna suck at this still? Like, nothing's changed since I was a kid. But it's like grinning menacingly when you throw the ball at it, and then all of those lightnings and it's flashing. That's scary. And I keep missing the one up. Okay, now Zone F is the reason I wanted to play this on an actual NES, because there is a small fun little quote-unquote glitch. Well, I suppose it's a glitch or something like that, and I'm not sure if it works in this afternoon version, so we'll have to see, but I like that. I was so proud when I discovered it as a kid. It's entirely pointless, but I was so proud that I discovered it as a kid. And I showed it... I think I showed it on stream once, because I do occasionally stream. And some of the viewers hadn't seen that before, so that's interesting. But yeah, let's see. This is actually a very difficult stage. section. The stage was very difficult for me as a kid as well. But let's see if this works. And I might actually take a death because I was supposed to jump to the left. But that's fine. Okay, hop up here so this one activates, and also I removed all of the boxes so I can't jump up, so this will be even more difficult. Okay, there we go. Also, I thought this was weird that these thingies, I didn't even know they're supposed to be pipes that make all this weird noise. Okay, let's see if this still works. It does not. I'm so sad it doesn't. Like, if you play on an actual NES, at least on the European version of the game, right around this part, if you hop it right, you see an orange line at the bottom of the screen where that pipe it goes through all of the through the whole width of the screen, the green part, I mean. And I believe it like wraps around and clips the topmost orange pipe down there, and it peeks out from the like bottom, and it's actually a solid structure to stand on. It glitches slightly, which just means there's an orange line, like a solid orange line at the bottom of the screen. But you can actually stand on it, and it makes couple of the last jumps a little easier if you mess up with the timing, because you can just safely stand on the orange line and wait until the pipes are in the correct position. So yeah, there's that. This is another stage, like it took me so long as a kid to reach here. I thought like this must be like end game. It's the last level in the game, like on screen on the world map, and this like just screams nest of evil. Yeah, gambling is bad for you kids. But I always thought this looked so cool, and like you have all these, like, are those supposed to be some sort of reptiles? I'm pretty sure they're like Fat Cat's goons from the cartoon show, but again, I haven't played it. Watched the show, I mean. Ugh, I have played this. And I don't know, the whole sort of, well, jazzy-esque soundtrack here, and everything looks so fancy and cool. I like this stage. And it was very difficult for me as well. Like, well, I guess all of the stages were very difficult for me as a 7-year-old, but you know. But partially I believe it's because like it took me so long to get here, and your reward is this derby that's misspelled as Darby because Japanese language. Most likely, and pronunciation of words, I don't want to take those. This upper path is actually safer, and you can take this stone block and reuse it. You don't throw it far enough, but you can reuse it. It doesn't break when you throw it. Okay, and you can drop it on your feet and get a headache. And then comes this section, which is even more difficult. And you just basically hop across on all of these lights, and then there's some... I don't know, I always thought those were disco balls, but I don't think they are. They are just round light bulbs without like a shade. Oh well, I guess the shade is this, but you know. Maybe those would be very small disco balls. But I don't know, that's what they looked to me as a kid. So I always thought they're disco balls. Okay, grab a 1-up. And this is another part which I thought was cool, because I was like, what do you do here? then it's like, oh, you can stack these. And they stay up in the air magically, or because it was programmed that way. Oops, and I dropped that. Thankfully you don't need all of them to progress. But yeah, you just do this, you build a bridge and hop across to this boss, which I was also proud to discover that there is a safe spot, which I failed to take. So the safe spot, because if you stand here, the boss throws coins downwards, and if you go slightly here, he throws them at an angle, so they never reach this part of the screen. And actually, no, that's not quite right. Bait the coins, and like do that, and that's it. And I'm like, yeah, that's it, that's the game done. I always miss that, probably because this runs faster than on the European version on NES. And I believe when you do multiplayer on this, like co-op, I believe the person who throws the killing blow to that boss throws flowers for Gadget, who for some reason now has like a pink dress. And then all of a sudden you're on a rocket and there's a single boat there and you fly into space. And when you come back, you're suddenly the whole place has changed. And you get to here. Which was another one of those tricky stages for me, but like, yeah, we're in the end game now. And I think a lot of my runs, so to speak, for a lack of better word that I can't think of right now, they ended here at the latest. Because this has a lot of like these thin platforms and you have to navigate through all these rusty pipes and watch out for the crabs, and I accidentally pressed pause, which thankfully saved me. Now those are still like... I believe the trouble I'm having with this game now is because I'm so used to playing this on the... Oh dear, I forgot about that. But yeah, I'm so used to this game running at 50 FPS or whatever, like the PAL area like speed. Because over here we don't have 60 Hz stuff, it's 50, so games used to run a little slower, and of course as a kid I was completely oblivious to that, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm so used to... Maybe it doesn't, maybe it's like a placebo thing, but... Or maybe it's because I'm making up excuses. Yes, let's go with that. And like... Oh, then there's this part, like these are tight jumps. Again, for a 7-year-old, maybe they're tougher for someone else, or maybe I'm just bad at video games. It could very well be so. And I always thought that this is like weird, like I didn't know what this white, I guess it's sort of like marble stone or something, but to me it looked like, because it has like pokey holes in it, it's more like, I don't know, foam or some weird stuff like that. And then you... Oh dear. Should have. Okay. And then lots of flowers here. And a 1-up, nice. And then you reach here and realize this is the second, and I believe, oh, like there's only 2. So second and last stage where you don't have a boss fight at the end. And I just noticed that she actually has a pink dress here too. I don't know, I keep thinking that she has a gray dress or overalls because that's what she had in the show. Huh. Why didn't I realize that? Watch out for the fans in Zone I. Oh, the fans. I don't have fans. Bad joke. And like I was very glad that the stage didn't have a boss at the end, because like I said, it was very difficult for me. And then I got here and I'm like, whoa, what is this? This looks really cool. Because this is like an office stage. And you have like, oh, these pelicans which spit boxes back at you, but you can actually, you can grab it and do that. So crouch and throw the box at the pelican's feet. And then you have these fans, which really do slow your movement. So if you stop pressing the forward button, you get pushed back. And then it suddenly stops, so if you keep pressing, you drop down, like you fall down on those tacks. So do this. And don't do that. Yeah. Get rid of the pelican, why not? Okay. Now this is a little tricky because you have to deal with the fan, and also you need to be able to hit the pelican's feet with the box. So again, oh, there we go. Oh, nice. And then you get to here, you just jump over the pelican, summon Monty once again. Again, it's Monterey Jack, I believe he's called, full name. And then you get to this part, and again, like, whoa, giant phones and weird thingies that I didn't know they didn't connect, that they're like table lamps. And then you get Zipper again. Also, wow, like early 90s, and you have a dial, sort of like that push button phone, not the rotary phone. Huh, interesting. I never actually like. I mean, I saw them, but like, usually these kinds of deals are like rotary phones, and I have 1 health left. Which is fine, because if I remember this right, there is a safe spot which is right here. So as long as you throw the ball when the boss is at the middle of the screen. No, wait, he always goes to the middle, so never mind. And I just took a hit regardless. But yeah, you stay there. I believe there might be a safe spot on the left side as well, but I always stood there because I'm the type of player who just, this works, I will do this trick forever, you know? So that's how I know to do this boss. You throw the ball when he is in the middle, you go slightly to the right and you're safe. And then we get to Zone J. You've reached Fat Cat's home base, which I always called Happy Cat Factory, and listen to this music. This music, oh man, when I heard this for the first time, I love this song to death. I would say it's still my favorite NES video game tune ever, and one of my favorite video game tunes of all time. Just listen to this. Oh yeah, you can jump through those. But this is so good. I love this song so freaking much. And I hope you can tell. Okay, go to the top conveyor belt, just hop over these rhinos, and go to the lowest one, and yup, there we go. This is actually one of the stages I still regularly struggle with. And you'll see why. And as a kid it was like, oh no, why is this stage so difficult? I finally made it here, why is this so difficult? Because it's the last stage. But yeah, you have these new weasels which have those like suction cup guns. Is it called a I was gonna say plumber's kiss, but I think it's just a plunger. Okay, they will hop over you. But yeah, I always called this stage the Happy Cat Factory. Mainly because you have all these canned thingies and you have a happy cat there. So I don't know if it's like Zone J or if it's actually called Happy Cat Factory or something. But I always called this Happy Cat Factory. Because of those boxes, I suppose. And now here, there's 2 switches, but I think you only need to do 1. And this is the tricky part. This might cause me some hits, but I'm on full health. Okay, I'm not on full health anymore, so we'll see how this will behave. There we go! Oh, I got hit. Okay, I have to be... That's the most trickiest part in the... Well, one of the most trickiest parts in the whole game, actually. Oh, 1-up. Thank you for that. Okay, so... I believe sometimes those reptile thingies to take 2 hits. Maybe they're crocodiles. No, they look like... Oh dear. Death. And if you die... I was almost at the final boss, and then you get pushed back here. So I was stuck here for a long time. And unfortunately I died there too, but like I said, I'm gonna do... This is... okay. Gonna be an extra long episode, why not? It's not worth it for me to split it into 2, so I wanna do a special, like a one-off kind of deal. And also it's sort of like a prelude, I guess, to possible future one-off type videos. Not necessarily always videos where I finish the game. I knew I was gonna finish this game because I know I can do it and it shouldn't take me that long. Like, if I replayed it now and probably didn't talk your ear off, I could do it slightly faster. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Just throw that there, take hit because, oh. And then... Oh, okay, I think I was supposed to hide in the box. I don't fully remember that part, but yeah, that is tough. Now, please let that enemy go. Take it slow, because the checkpoint's at the final boss, and dodge him. And there we go, final boss, and I'm like, oh man, I died immediately! Again, this has save spots. Because if I believe, like, if you stand at a certain angle, he will... Okay, you can just do this. Never mind. I think he will, like, turn his cigar so the ashes fly elsewhere, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. And also, probably this is going to... Actually, let's try. If I... Yes, it's gonna mute it, so... It's probably gonna start blasting the theme song again, so I'm just pausing the game onto that afternoon collection menu, so... Again, no copyrights. But yeah, that took roughly 45 minutes. So here you go, a special episode, and I will... Like I said, maybe I'll upload this on a Saturday morning. And there's this theme song. And there you have it. A fantastic game. if you like classic platformer games, please buy this collection. Like, obviously not sponsored or anything, but get your hands on this game. If nothing, it has fantastic games, other games as well, but this, I love this game so much, and hopefully that came across to you as well. Like, I wrote a short like channel description, and I like saying it to others elsewhere too, but I am very passionate about video games, and I like sharing that passion with people, and here you go. I think you'll know now what I mean by that. Okay, so this is a one-off deal. We've finished the game. It's a fantastic game. Please play it if you can. Today's, when I'm recording this, it's actually Wednesday, so I'm going to try and get this uploaded for the coming Saturday morning. So, but of course you won't know that until it shows up. But anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next Let's Play.